A poor singer-songwriter named Cassie Salazar works as a waitress/bartender at a bar in Oceanside. She occasionally performs covers at the bar, but she feels that her daily stress about paying the rent and buying insulin for her type 1 diabetes prevents her from producing original music. One evening, Cassie serves a group of tough Marines who have just undergone 8 months of training at Camp Pendleton and are about to be shipped to Iraq after performing a fantastic cover of Sweet Caroline. Cassie fights against the Marines' masculine bravado because she practices feminist principles. Luke Morrow, one of the Marines, makes a flirtatious move for Cassie, but she snubs him outright. Luke's financial situation is equally precarious. After his mother passed away from cancer a few years ago, he developed a heroin addiction. Despite having been drug-free for 2 years, he still owes his former drug dealer $15,000, and the dealer is exerting significant pressure on him to pay the amount. Cassie and Luke determine that a fake marriage during his deployment could help them both out when Cassie's co-worker and bandmate Nora reveals that marrying a Marine will enhance his pay by $2,000 a month and give health insurance to the spouse. They both agree that a hasty wedding will raise questions, so Cassie reassures Luke that she will pretend to like him despite their fundamentally divergent worldviews. He continues by saying that they will have to act as though they are in love. The sham marriage initially prospers while the soldier is deployed. After being relieved of her rent and insulin worries, Cassie is moved to write the song Come Back Home for the men since she has grown to care for and appreciate Luke and his fellow Marines. The song gains popularity, resulting in a request to perform at the Oceanside Allfest and a hugely popular encore at the Oceanside pub. Luke then trips over an IED in Iraq. Luke returns to San Diego with a broken leg that needs months of rehabilitation. This new development makes things more difficult because, 1, Cassie and Luke weren't planning on moving in together, and 2, Luke hadn't notified his estranged father, a retired MP Marine who adheres to the rules, about his enlisting or his fictitious marriage. A reluctant Cassie is convinced by Luke to carry on the ruse for a few months. The fake marriage appears to be succeeding once more. Cassie is motivated to write more well-liked music, including I Hate the Way, as Luke recovers like the warrior he is. However, just as Cassie is ready to become well-known, Luke's drug dealer threatens her mother and informs the Marines of the fictitious marriage. Cassie ditches Luke because she is upset that her mother is in danger, but she later goes to Luke's court-martial and witnesses him accept responsibility for the act, shielding Cassie from civil lawsuits. Luke is given a bad conduct discharge after serving 6 months in the brig. Just before Luke is to be imprisoned, Cassie runs to the Camp Pendleton gate and assures him that she will be waiting for him when he comes out in 6 months after performing her most recent Luke-inspired song, I Didn't Know, in front of a large crowd at the Hollywood Bowl. The movie depicts Cassie welcome Luke home 6 months later and hanging out with their dog Peaches at the beach right after the end and during the credits. Everlasting happiness?